Hi guys, it's your girl Yami and I'm here at EPCOT and we are about to do a guided tour of tea at the UK Pavilion. It's a free tour that you can take. You just come in and sign up and they have different hours that they do it. And then when you get done, they give you a sample of tea. So we're going to go take that tour and check out the tea. And we're taking you with us.
Can everyone hear me okay?
Yes.
Everyone's all gather as close as possible. It is a crowded and very squished garden, so we'll have to get to know each other very well. Speaking of that, my name is Barnaby. I am from Manchester, the northwest of England, and I am joined here by Kerry, who lives in Tame, which is down south near towards Oxford. So yeah, we are here today in the EPCOT International Flower and Garden Festival, and of course the English Tea Garden presented by Twinings here in the United Kingdom Pavilion. It's a very special occasion for us here to be able to share our passion for tea, share the whole UK's passion for tea, and of course the passion of Twinings. Now Twinings have over 500 different blends around the world, over 50 here in the United States. However, we're going to go through 12 unique individual teas that Twinings are especially proud of. Twinings distribute all their teas in over 115 different countries, and there are many teas that they subject to different markets. So different markets, including the US, will have their own teas that are specific to them and exclusive to this country, which we will go through a few of those in just a bit. But first I want to give you a bit of a history behind Twinings. So Twinings were founded in 1706 by Mr. Thomas Twining, hence the name Twinings, and it was originally created in a shop in London, in the Strand, and this was known as Tom's Coffee House of London, obviously due to his passion of coffee. However, due to the popularity of tea in the UK, around the world, and indeed in London, it was later renamed the Twinings of London Tea Shop. This very same shop can be seen to this day in the exact same location. If you go and visit it in London, it's very much like the TARDIS. If anyone's ever seen Doctor Who, the outside's very, very small. As soon as you go in, it expands into a tea lover's paradise. The reason for this is that back in 1706, shopkeepers were taxed based on the size of their shop fronts. So if they keep the shop fronts down to a very minimal, very slim, they're not taxed as highly. So yes, it's a very small, slim shop. As you go in, it opens up wider. Twinings are also proud recipients of the Royal Warrant of the United Kingdom, meaning their tea is drunk by the royal household. Royal warrants are given to brands who offer quality goods and services to the royal household and is used on a regular basis. They did indeed have the warrant from Her Majesty the Queen, late Elizabeth, however they are currently trying to get that from King Charles. So Twinings have, as previously mentioned, over 500 different blends, and these are all crafted by 9 individuals. These are called the Twinings Master Blenders. These master blenders can have between 15 to 25 years of experience in tea blending and tea crafting, so they're definitely the peak of their trade. They know what they're talking about, and they know all the different markets that they want to get into. So as we go into our teas, I just want to let everybody know that tea is made from one single plant. Whether that's your black, green, white or oolong teas, it all comes from one singular plant, which is the Camellia sinensis, which can be found and is native to East Asia. This is due to the climate it grows in. It likes a very tropical climate, very sunny, but also a lot of downpour as well. In the wild, this plant can grow up to 50 feet in height. That's about the size of Splash Mountain formerly, or Tiana's Bayou Adventure. So it's a very, very top peak drop. To the very bottom, that's about the size that those plants can grow to.
Ooh,
so tea pickers like to have a very large ladder on hand so they can get to the very top. Typically they like to keep it about 3 to 5 feet so they can easily pick the two top leaves and the bud of the plant to make a very fresh cup of tea. Firstly, we're going to go to our first black tea of the tour. I'm going to tell you the differences in how tea is processed to make all your different favourite cups of tea. Perfect, so now we move on to our first tea, which is possibly Twinings' favourite and Twinings' most popular blend of tea, which is the Lady Grey flavoured black tea. Now, how is black tea different from any other teas? Well, black tea is oxidised fully, meaning those tea leaves are oxidised, all of the oxygen is taken out of the tea leaves, leaving it a brownish, blackish colour and with a very, very bold flavour. So the black tea is the most popular blend of tea around the world. It is the most common type of tea you will ever you will notice. And this is our Lady Grey black tea, which is the sister tea to Twinings Earl Grey tea. You might be aware of Earl Grey. Twinings do indeed have their own Earl Grey. However, it has been taken, did create the Earl Grey, but they did not patent their blend of tea. Therefore, other brands of tea realised the popularity of this tea and therefore took it as their own. However, Lady Grey will only be found by Twinings. Lady Grey therefore is very similar to the Earl Grey. It has a very citrusy flavour featuring the bergamot. However, it will have other citrus fruits in there such as orange and lemon, as the trees back here show. While the Earl Grey is very citrusy, this one is as well. However, it has more of a floral taste to it. It has more floral aromas in there from the orange and the lemon, which you think add more zest. They do indeed, but they also add a floral flavour onto there. So yes, it's saying that this is one of the most popular blends of Twinings tea, and indeed over at the Rose and Crown, despite all the different beers, lagers, this is indeed the most popular drink over there as well, so I do highly recommend it. Over 80% of teas in the US are consumed iced, whereas if you go to the UK, iced tea is not a thing. You would not hear of an iced tea, especially, you know, a few years ago it would be frowned upon. Nowadays it's definitely, you know, a lot more popular. I understand iced tea is so much better, so I understand you guys. It's hot here, exactly. It doesn't get this hot in the UK, so...
I don't drink hot coffee either, it's hot.
I don't do any hot drinks, so I feel you. Well, speaking of popular teas, here we have the Nutty Chocolate Assam, and it's a very popular blend of tea. This is one that was actually exclusive to the United Kingdom before this festival. However, we do have it in the tea caddy here for you all to try. This is indeed Spike the Bee's favourite blend of tea. He is here 24/7, not by choice. But yes, this blend of tea is very unique, very different. It is from the Assam leaf, which is the Camellia sinensis plant. However, it's a slight variant of that. So Nutty Chocolate Assam is a luxurious dessert blend tea, featuring the classic combination of chocolate and tea. And it's a very, very sweet tea. It has hazelnuts and cacao in there. Hazelnuts typically from Europe, and cacao was first originated first found by the Aztecs and the Mayans in Mesoamerica. These ingredients are naturally very, very bitter before they are processed, hand-picked, and then added sugar to them. So yes, this is, you might think it's a very, very sweet cup of tea, but before it's processed and set out, it is very bitter. Speaking of bitter teas, I want to turn you... Yeah, exactly. Chai means tea, so if you say ultra spiced chai tea, you're essentially saying ultra spiced tea. Making a fool out of yourself, as I do every day wearing this gorgeous outfit, but that's part of my job, so you know. But yeah, so the ultra spiced chai, ultra spiced tea, this can be characterised by the different spices in there, featuring cinnamon and ginger mainly. Now, why were these spices added to the cups of tea? Well, centuries ago, tea was being sold in large marketplaces, and as they wanted to make a large quantity to be sold throughout the day, they would brew and boil the tea in large ceramic pots, so they could get a large amount of tea to be sold. However, these ceramic pots would leave the tea with a very bitter taste. So therefore the tea blenders added the cinnamon, the ginger, many other different spices to offset that bitter taste. So therefore we get the very spicy, very delicious ultra spiced chai, and this blend of tea is indeed exclusive to the United States. Chai isn't a very popular flavour back in home in the UK. People do enjoy it, but it's not one of the not one of the most popular ones, and ultra spiced chai just is not a thing. Of course, you can have chai in terms of lattes as well, and you can also use chai as a versatile ingredient in many different baked goods as well. It does not go through any oxidation at all, allowing it to keep the fresh flavour that green tea is known for, and also of course the green colour. So this here is our jasmine green tea. Now, all tea leaves are naturally very absorbent of aromas. So if you see any teas that say flavoured, it is because it has been naturally absorbed the flavour of that tea. That ingredient might not necessarily be in the tea, just like this tea. So our jasmine green, real jasmine flowers are layered above the tea leaves, and it is naturally absorbed into the tea leaves. So this will just look like any other ordinary green tea, but the leaves will have captured that jasmine flavour and aroma into it. Saying that, if anybody does keep tea in their cupboards back home, that's why we do recommend to have it in airtight containers, because otherwise other aromas such as garlic, any other spices you might have might combine with your tea, and it won't be a very, very lovely flavour. I know Twinings have over 500 different blends, but I don't think green tea with garlic is one of their most popular ones, so we'll step away from that one. But another little hint with these, with tea in general, is that because it is naturally very absorbent of aroma, after a long day at a theme park, much like here, especially in Florida with the heat, your feet might be a little bit sweaty at the end of the day, you might be a little bit stinky. Put a tea bag in your shoe at the end of the day, allow it to absorb the aroma overnight, and then your shoes will smell better in the morning naturally.
A great tip.
There you go. And if you have any enemies, put that tea bag in there for the tea later in the day.
There you go.
You heard that from me, you heard that from Kerry. So, so let's move down to the end over here. We go to our brilliant. So here we have our Japanese matcha. Now this is another green tea. This is what people would say is like the freshest, the most organic green tea. Especially with this type of green tea is because it is made from young organic tea leaves. And it comes in the form of a powder, not like the tea bags like the rest of them. So it's a very unique, strange blend of tea, but it does taste just as nice despite it being in the powder form. How they get this is they grind the tea leaves up to allow it to become that fat powder form. And then again, you can have matcha in terms of lattes as well, so that's how it is made easily into different lattes, and it can be used in baked goods as well, much like the chai. So the Japanese matcha, of course, as the name suggests, it does originate in Japan, and Japanese hosts would like to invite their guests, their family, their friends together, and they'd have this tea, and they believe it promotes tranquility and respect between one another. And it is typically often drunk in Japanese schools as well. Has anybody ever tried Japanese matcha before? A couple of nods. Did you like it? No? We get that quite a lot. It tastes like grass. Obviously, the very organic, very fresh flavour. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but did you enjoy it? You did? I'd say that's a matcha made in heaven. But, okay. Let's move on to the top. Yes. Was the name? Anyone remember it? It's correct. What's your name, sir? Michael. Thank you, Michael. Michael's been listening. He will pass the test at the end. Again, we're doing a full test on all 12 teas, so Michael will be happy with that test at the end. But this is our Glow Plus Peach White Tea. This is part of our probiotics range. Twinings want to promote all the different natural ingredients into your diet, and it also promotes, gut health and overall health indeed. So this is our Glow Plus Peach. The peach is combined with licorice root and ginger. Obviously, all these ingredients are very rich in natural nutrients, and of course, as the name suggests, will leave you glowing before the start of a long day. Michael does not need this tea because he's already glowing after answering that question correctly. So, but yeah, well, to follow me, we'll move on to we have a lovely spring's day, much like today. The lemongrass and peppermint is very refreshing. Lemongrass is often used to mimic the flavour of lemon, but it does not have as much of a citrusy taste, so it's not too much in your face. So lemongrass is used, and the peppermint gives it a very fresh flavour as well. This peppermint, which I invite you to definitely have a pick, have a smell, is very, very fresh and has been handpicked by Twinings experts, typically from Egypt and Europe. All of the ingredients is handpicked by Twinings to make sure that the quality ingredients are in your teas, to keep the consistency of the teas, so every single cup of tea would be the exact same that you have. So the blackcurrant and lavender is more of a spring tea. This is a tea I would recommend for the autumn time. Blackcurrant and lavender is a very autumnal flavour. It leaves you feeling very relaxed as the sun's going down earlier in the evening. It's a very relaxing tea that we typically suggest to have hot. However, it can be iced as well. Has anybody ever had blackcurrant before?
Not in the tea.
Not in the tea, you've had it in tea? Yeah. Oh, absolutely, brilliant. So you know this one is probably delicious. But yeah, so blackcurrant is one of the most popular flavours in the UK. It is actually anything that's purple, so like your purple candies, purple sweets, purple drinks in the UK would be blackcurrant. Here it's typically grape. I'm very sorry for that. But anything purple is blackcurrant, and it's often paired with apple, so blackcurrant and apple mixes together very well, as it does in this blend of tea, which gives it a very fruity taste. However, the lavender is also mixed with rose hips and hibiscus to make it floral as well. So it's a very fruity but also floral blend of tea. Suggest if you're feeling a little bit under the weather or if you have any allergies, the natural nutrients and the health benefits of lemon and ginger have been proven to be very, very good. Especially if you have any sinus problems, it helps with your digestion. If you've got a bit of a cold, it might clear you out a bit. But despite that, naturally, just by itself, even if you're feeling 100%, this is a very delicious blend of tea. So in this blend of tea, the lemon and ginger, lemon peel is used for the lemon, of course, but also lemongrass, so they really want to push that citrusy flavour. They say lemongrass can be used to mimic the flavour of lemon, however, if they really want to push it, they combine the two together. So it's a very citrusy blend of tea, and the ginger adds an earthy flavour to this tea. Ginger has been used in teas for well over 2,000 years by Chinese herbalists, so it's definitely a tried and tested ingredient in many teas. And indeed, you can grow your ginger at home yourself. Many people think it's a root, however it's actually a rhizome. So if you were to grab some from your local shop, grow it in your garden, you'd be able to grow your own ginger at home. Indeed, maybe make this cup of tea. Perfect. A few ingredients in there that aren't you wouldn't think are naturally in a cup of tea. So this is obviously peach and orange, very citrusy, and there is a lot of hibiscus or hibiscus in this tea, which is a very tropical flower, and it has a very tangy taste. So mixing with the peach and the orange, it gives a special tang to this tea. Speaking of the hibiscus plant, we have one right here. I want everybody to say hibiscus, please.
Hibiscus.
Thank you very much. Also in this blend of tea, we have the nutty chicory root, which is a root that adds a very earthy, nutty flavour to your teas. It's also in many of your different coffees as well, without you even realising, so it adds the earthy flavour onto that. And most surprisingly of all would be the rare baobab fruit. Now this rare baobab fruit comes from the rare baobab tree. Of course, you might have seen one at Animal Kingdom. It's the tree that looks like it's growing upside down. The roots looking like the branches on the safari. Exactly, best ride in all of Disney World. In its natural environment in Madagascar, Australia, and Africa, this fruit grows on this tree, and it's a very sweet fruit that is added to this tea. As we move on, I want everyone to say bye biscus.
Bye biscus.
Thank you very much. Your black tea, however, it is still very bold, and it naturally has a very fruity but also chocolatey taste to your cup of tea. So it's a very unique blend of tea that I do highly recommend you try if you can. But now we move on to my favourite blend of tea here at the festival, which is the raspberry and lemon. Now again, saying about all the different seasons, this one reminds me of a lovely summer's day. The sweet but tart notes of this tea really make you feel very refreshed. And of course, the lemon is really pushed. It is made with lemon and of course lemongrass as well. This is a tea that Twinings are very proud of. In fact, indeed, it is the tea of the festival. So it's one they're really trying to push. On our tea, on our self-guided tea tour sheets, we do indeed have some ingredients and some notes on how to make your own tea with a splash of limeade, or you can indeed grab that at the front of the World Showcase Lagoon at the Trowel and Trellis, where they'll splash this tea in with a bit of limeade, or if you're feeling a little bit festive, with a little bit of gin as well. So perfect. Oh, absolutely. There you go. Souvenir cup, a bit of gin, or no gin, depends if you drink. But yeah, it's one I highly recommend, and it is my favourite cup of tea. Now we move on to our last tea is, of course, all of these teas are naturally caffeine free, so you can have throughout the day, whenever you want. You can have it right before bed without having to feel guilty, without being up all night. So this one is the chamomile, honey and vanilla. The honey and vanilla have very soothing properties in there, makes the drink very easy to drink. And the chamomile is a very soothing flavour. Chamomile comes from small dried daisy-like flowers and naturally has a small taste of apples. So much so that the ancient Greeks used to refer to these flowers as the earth apples. And this tea will have a subtly sweet floral and also fruity flavour to it, hence why it's so perfect before bed at the end of the night. I would just want to thank you all for joining me here today, and going back to a question I got earlier, I want to tell you Twinings' #1 rule, which is it is your cup of tea, drink it just the way you like. And if you want to make your way into the tea caddy.
So we just finished with the tea tour, and now we're going to do something a little bit different. We bought foods from the UK, some chocolates from the UK, and then we bought some gummies and rice cakes and whatnot from the Japan pavilion. And we don't know what some of this stuff is, so we're going to give it a try and see. We did not get shrimp chips. Sorry folks, no shrimp chips here. But we got a lot of other things. Rice cakes I'm a little worried about, but we're going to try them and see. So we got mango rice cakes. These are some kind of chips, double cheese, some gummy candies, Melty Blends, which is chocolate flavored confectionery, so it's not chocolate, but it's close to it. We got some peach gummy candies, some marshmallow candy, some chocolate and coffee biscuits. And then from the UK pavilion, we got the Lion Bar, Mars Bar, and this Butters honeycomb crisp. So I think we will stick with the stuff that we know we might be safe with and try the UK stuff first. Alright, so we've got the Lion bar, the Mars bars, the honeycomb bars. These are the melties, the biscuits, and then we've got the marshmallows and the candies and the rice cake. So we're going to start with the chocolates.
Which one are we trying?
Let's go with the Japanese biscuit.
I thought we were trying UK first.
Oh yeah, okay, UK first, sorry. Okay.
Okay. I mean, I'll try the Mars bar, but like, this is really good. You can never go wrong with this, so get this because it's better than a Milky Way. Still so good.
Oh, that caramel's good. Yeah. Mars bars are good. Oh wow.
Okay, we need our water to cleanse our palates.
Okay. There we go.
Alright.
Lion bar.
bar. I think I've had this before, but I don't remember. Kind of reminds me of like a payday bar, maybe? Is it payday?
100
1,000 grand or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, 100 grand.
That's what it tastes like, but 10 times better.
Yeah. It's got the caramel, it's got the Rice
Krispies.
Krispies.
Yeah.
That was good. Okay. We're gonna save these for last.
Alright. Honeycomb, chocolate, highly recommend. I haven't had this brand before, but it's just chocolate with like honeycomb in it and so good.
Chocolate's nice and creamy. Really creamy.
I've never had this brand before, but it's really good.
Alright, so we know Butters is good.
Butlers.
Butters.
Butlers.
Oh, is it Butlers? Oops. Butlers.
Yes, Butlers.
Oh, Butlers. I thought it said butter.
Oh well. Butter, Butlers, same diff.
Yeah, we know what we're talking about. Alright, UK is good. We like their chocolate.
UK chocolate is the bomb.
Now we're going to try the Japanese biscuit. Ooh,
Definitely smells coffee.
it does smell like coffee. Oh my goodness. Biscuit doesn't really have much flavor to it. This is shortbread.
It's a little bit, it's not as sweet as the shortbread, I would say. But definitely like a nice biscuit to have with like tea. Don't really taste the chocolate.
You get a little coffee taste to it.
A little bit, yeah. Want to try this thing?
Marshmallow.
We think it's a marshmallow, but I don't read Japanese. Oh, it does say marshmallow.
But whether or not there's something in the middle of it, you know what you do next to a shopping center, right? There is something in the middle. The marshmallow is good.
Put this in like your coffee in the morning, or like hot chocolate. I like this.
The chocolate's not bad. Yeah.
I like it.
It's like a Peeps with chocolate in it, minus the sugar.
Better than a Peep. I just don't like Peeps, so.
Alright, so go to the melty thing from Japan. That's not chocolate, but it's a chocolate confectionery. And the name of it, melty, I think it's going to melt in your mouth.
Kind of like a fudge consistency.
We used to have these, they were called ice bricks or something, but they were mint flavored. They're ice cubes, I think they were called.
Okay.
That's what these remind me of. But no mint.
It's a unique taste, but I don't hate it.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Definitely
good.
don't hate.
I'm running out of water.
Probably should have picked up some sake.
I don't know about that.
Okay. So we're gonna go with the peach.
Just gummy candy, but apparently their gummy candy is really, really good.
Oh, very peachy smell.
That's good. I really like that.
I do too.
Which color of this?
It's a very hard gummy.
We're gonna do the muscat.
Muscat then.
Alright. Muscat gummy candy. I hear they taste just like grapes. So we'll see.
I don't know what a muscat is, but... Okay, so it's the same kind as the peach. That is pretty grapey.
It's a unique taste. I can't really like describe it, but it does taste like a grape but a little bit sweeter. Yeah, I think I like it. I think I might have to go buy these.
The peach ones were good, so... And now we got the strawberry. The gummies are really good. The way I like gummies, you can actually chew on the gummies.
And they don't taste like chemical flavoring.
Not
This
a
is
fan
really-
of the strawberry.
You don't like it? I like it. It's good.
Tastes too artificial to me.
Alright, next up is grape.
See what the difference between this grape and that muscat.
I don't like the grape.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like grape jelly, and I'm a strawberry jelly girl. So, or strawberry jam. But I only like strawberry jam. Not a big fan.
Yeah, you really have to like grape jelly.
Grape, yeah. But I like the muscat, excuse me, and the strawberry was really good.
Okay, we'll go with the Rico double cheese. That's all we know. And they look like little straws.
They look like French fries.
Yeah, they do look like French fries. They're all enclosed. Nice little crisp. I like these.
Remember like, what was it called? Like handicapped fries? You know what I'm talking about? Kind of reminds me of that. definitely crunchier and very, very cheesy.
I like them.
I like these two. These are good. Thumbs up.
Okay, take a break for a second. Okay, we're gonna sit down for the rice cakes. This bag does not want to open very well.
Oh my. It's very squishy.
Oh my, very, very squishy.
I'm kind of nervous about this.
I am too.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's like a gel inside.
Very, very sweet. The gel that's inside is so sweet, I think. The rice cake
The outside, I guess because of this, whatever this powder is on it, it's very like dry and chalky tasting.
Yes, chocolate.
I don't think I like this.
I don't think I like it either. I can't finish it.
Hurry up, put one of these in your mouth to cleanse your palate.
Oh, yes. Okay. So everything we had, we pretty much liked, except for the rice cakes.
And the grape ones. We didn't like the grape ones. Oh no, you liked the grape.
I didn't like the strawberry.
She didn't like the strawberry.
You liked the strawberry, but you didn't like the grape.
Yeah.
So our taste buds are very similar. Always been kind of similar. We always like the same thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it was good. Good little taste test.
Yeah, this was fun.
If you would like to see Yami do more taste tests,
Comment down below.
comment down below.
And tell me what you want me to taste test, because I'll taste it. I can guarantee you I like it.
But no shrimp fries. No more Japanese food.
Only these chips. They were only $4. So that wasn't too bad. This is what cost the most, $7.99.
And then we should go ask for a refund.
Can I get my money back? We didn't like it.
We did like these. Well, now I know that they're not that great, but I'm sure other people out there like them. And
If you like them, you know, I'm happy for you. You want these? I'll ship them to you. Actually, I gotta take them home to Boo and let him try it and see what he thinks of it.
you have to film his reaction when he.
Well, we're done taste testing unusual foods, so we don't even know what they were. We know what they are now.
You know what we didn't get? We didn't get any of the Kit Kats.
No, we didn't. We were looking at the Kit Kats and we couldn't figure out what that one flavor was.
I think the one is like a
Wheat?
wheat. Yes. I don't know though. I mean, I'm sure if you Google like Japanese Kit Kats.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, if you like to do taste tests, let me know what you like to do. And would you try this food? What would you think you would like or wouldn't like? I know I tried the mochi ice cream, or whatever it's called. Is it mochi?
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 Mochi? Yeah, I think it's mochi.
I tried that. I didn't care for it. So don't know why I didn't like the rice cake either. I don't know if you could freeze this or not. I don't know if it would taste like frozen.
You can experiment. You got 6 more in there.
Okay. I'll try them frozen and I'll give you my reaction on TikTok. So if you don't follow me on TikTok, go over to TikTok and follow me. Look for It's Your Girl Yammy. So we hope you guys enjoyed this and we hope you come back and see some more. And as always, thank you guys for being here and we love you all. Bye.